kata became my main goal, but I still had to do kumite. We had to do both kata and kumite, and most of the competitions that I won, I won both kumite and kata. It was the only one, and that I don't know. It's just kata is more important to me. When I see people doing kumite today, it doesn't look like they do karate. They just yes. Yeah, that's not what we were like. Very traditional. I don't know. I don't know if other people think I'm traditional or whatever, but I try to keep it exactly as it was taught to me. No difference. Nakayama Sensei said that you don't change the kata to fit you. You change your body to fit kata or yourself. I have to say that I really have no opinion of karate in the Olympics, but it's when to do it, to put it in the Olympics, a whole lot has to change. It won't be karate as we trained and learned it years ago. It'll be like once upon a time judo was very strong, and then when it got into the Olympics, they changed this. You can't do this. You can't do that, or whatever, and it's just not. It's not the same. It won't be the same. It cannot be the same. When you change anything, it's not the same. Forward stance, back stance, keep it up. Your feet are in the floor and they're opposing going away from one another, going like this. Relax the body, not just standing on top. Here, they're all constantly this way. Push, and this is the break, or pushing the other direction. You should always have that feeling of being wedged into the floor, always into the floor, not on top of it. Kumite, yes. Not kata. I'm ready. Go. The maximum power is that to deliver a technique and stop it a quarter inch from the target is body control, or you're controlling your body and everything that you do, the techniques. With the gloves and stuff, you don't practice control. You just swing at the other person, trying to punch through them. And a punch with a pad on is totally different from a punch without the pad. Because without the pad, you do practice focus and kime. With that on, it's just driving, pushing through the target of the other person. So it's a great difference. So much is lost now in doing that. I think whatever it is that we're given, like for example the technique, everybody has the same problem, but some people give up because they don't have the, they have to have support. Like mommy, daddy supported when they were little, and the ones that learn to like do things on their own when they had a problem when they were growing up, those are the ones that advances. To me, that's what I think it is. Because I've had people say, well, you didn't show me. Why? How did everybody else get it and you didn't?
I started martial arts when I was probably just between when I was going from elementary school to junior high school, because I was trying to learn how to keep from being bullied. And at that time, almost nothing was known in martial arts, of course. Everything was kind of rumors and myths. I started in judo. That was the first thing I could find. And then I began to hear about this amazing martial art that was supposed to be able to make superhuman people, doing breaking rocks and boards and being able to do some superhuman feats. So I wanted to try to learn how to do that. And it took me a while, but I finally found somebody that was a student from Japan coming over, and he knew something about karate then. So I started, his name was Kenny Ishizaki, and I started with him. I trained with him for a while. Later went and started training with Ed Parker, who had just opened up a school in Pasadena. That was probably in the middle 50s. And then worked with him. Well, Ed was at that time pretty young, and he was just letting me down and trained with him. And then I started even looking around trying to find out more and more about karate. Eventually, I was watching a demonstration at Ed Parker's international tournament in Long Beach, and I saw this really amazing demonstration with Taki Kubota. He was just doing things that just to us were, fantastic. He had such power and movement and stuff. I was there with a guy that was training with me at that time, Tony Tollerners. He decided we want to try to find him and try to go train with him. We eventually found out that he had opened up a school in Los Angeles, and Tony and I went over there and immediately signed up. This was really some kind of experience. This was a time when Kubota had a dojo about the size of a double garage. It was all concrete, and he had that kind of fighting where you really had to just try to survive. We felt like a handball in a handball court when he was bouncing us across the walls and the floors and stuff like that. One time I came in late and I saw Tony, who had come in early and trained, and he looked like he was just completely run through a meat grinder. Gi was all askew, and he was all. And I looked down and I said, "Guy, you got to fight with him, didn't you?" And he said, "Yeah." And I says, "How was it?" And he says, "He just don't stop." But that was the early days in the martial arts there, and it was kind of interesting because this was just at that time when some of the real karate expert was coming over from Japan, and it was kind of exciting because then we were able to work with a lot of people and start to train and learn a lot about karate then. One, and when they try to throw the punch, to two. This windshield kind of movement is not as fast actually to do it this way and this way, because what you have to do here is you have to overcome this momentum in order to hold a block on this side. But if he throws two quick punches, this is a lot faster than trying to do this. Okay? Now, let me show you some of the things you can do. If he throws two punches, 1, 2, this hand is free. So between that and I'm going to be attacking him.
First of all, I would like to explain a little bit about our style, Shukukai, Story Shukukai. It's about body mechanics, about natural movements and connections and traction and relaxation. It's a little bit different to other styles, but for us it works very well. And today I would like to explain with Sensei Ed Smith and show you some of the concepts of our style. Okay, first of all, I'd like to explain some of the things about Shukukai that makes it a little bit different. First of all, we have to think about the body. Relaxation is very, very important for your breathing, also for your weight distribution down on the floor and traction, etc., etc. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to correct him. Okay, first of all, relax here. Okay. I want to show the difference a little bit from our style to the other styles. Okay, here I'm trying to find a disconnection in his body and his stance and everything. Okay, by pressurizing here, showing everything collapsing. So what we have to do is take this movement around here. Okay, this hip has to be 45 degrees this way. Okay, now he's also in a relaxed form, no tension whatsoever. Everything's relaxed. Now I can try him again. Relax. There. So now we know we're connected up here, and down on the floor. Okay? Also, we have to think about this, turning this hip from a straight position here, okay, where now the body's unlocked, to turning it 45 degrees, going up first, and then breathing out and relaxing down. It's like sitting on a milking stool, so you get afraid. Okay. From here, this also, not tense, very, very loose. This we call separation. Okay? This is very, very important. With the relaxation of the body, the relaxation of the wrist and everything, so we can create more momentum with the body. Okay? So from here, also separation here. So I'll just point out the separation parts. Here, 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 also in the hip as well. Very important, because if you lock any of these points down here, then you're going to lose the momentum. Okay? So basically just take the shoulder back, not the hip, the shoulder. Right. So now we can see that it's already set for the punch. Okay? From here, the ikite has to be so relaxed, so he's going to snatch this back fast, okay, which is going to release the punch here, yakuzoke, okay? But without, not turning the hip too much, only very slightly. Okay, as I said before, if you take it too far, then you're going to create the break. Okay, so from here, we just try very slowly. Okay, yes, punch. Just take that. Okay, a little bit too far here. Okay, that's not a problem.